bluegrass everything tonight. We're from Kentucky Speedway. This is Sparta, USORL Track and Turf Truck Series, live from Kentucky Speedway. This is the Buckle Up in Your Truck 120. And you're watching the Countdown to Green on Fast 29, presented by Cure SMA. Dale, was that actually My Kentucky Home, or what is that music?
Track, I forgot what it was, but you know, it was very apropos.
Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little ditty tonight. But welcome to Fast 29. Chris Pickett here with you alongside the boys as always. Dale Barham, who is back from a tornado, and Jamie Zalecki here as well. Welcome to Kentucky. Mile and a half track out here in the middle of nowhere, halfway between Louisville and Cincinnati off of I-71. I know way too much about this track because I made that track quite a few times out here. Let's take a look at the keys to the race here tonight. 1.46 mile tri-oval in Kentucky. Dale, this track, unique with the banking on both sides of the track. It's going to be a challenge for these drivers tonight.
Yeah, it's almost a very egg-like shaped track. So you're just gonna see there's not a lot of banking on the what would be a tri-oval. The only real straightaway essentially is that backstretch. So these guys potentially might just be flooring it the whole way through.
Jamie, that tricky asphalt and the way the banking is gonna make these pit crews out here anxious all night long.
Yeah, for sure. Also, hi-ho there, Kermit the Frog here. Happy to be with everybody from Kentucky. As you can see, the air temp tonight, 85, track temp up to 110. The wind is kind of shuffling between making Tommy Bordeaux happy and unhappy, sitting around 10, both on and off here. You see a big different number up there tonight, and it says 4 sets of tires. Normally, we only see 3 sets of tires here in these truck races, so that tells me tires are going to be very important tonight. These pit crews better time their ice cream brakes carefully because these drivers are going to want 4 fresh tires every chance they get.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to have some fun here tonight with Kentucky Motor Speedway. This is the second race of 3 of round 2 of the Playoofs. As we take a look real quick at where they stand right now in the point standings after Talladega. And we'll be going over some information about Talladega here momentarily as well. But here is the championship standings as qualifying begins at the bottom of your screen. Steven Merzlak locked himself in with the win last week at Talladega. Shane Terrian, Blake Trawick, and Matthew Rodriguez on the bubble coming into tonight. Dylan Poteet, Garrett Sidnor, Matt Muir, and Huang Do on the outside looking in right now. And as of right now, Huang Do has not arrived at Kentucky. So he may end up being a must-win next week at Phoenix. So we'll pay attention to that. So before we get things started tonight, we're going to go ahead and show the qualifying as it begins out here, but we're going to step aside for just a moment, and we are going to have Davey Hazard and Darren Ingram speak about last week's slightly controversial finish at the end of Talladega last week with Steven Merzlak and the yellow line rule, and this is what they had to say to us last week during the Cup Series race.
Simply put, to be as strict in our interpretation of the rule book, we felt that the correct call was to not remove the win. The rule book, as stated, or says the following, quote, passing below the double yellow line at Daytona and Talladega or the red line at New Atlanta will result in a black flag. You may ride around under the line as long as you wish. However, you cannot pass while under it. So simply put, we did not feel that the pass was made underneath the yellow line. Steven was back on the racing surface before the pass was made.
Well, we're not looking to I don't think we're necessarily looking to rewrite the rule until kind of the end of this set of series kind of takes place and we start heading into next year. If you go below the yellow line, no one has any obligation to let you back up onto the track. If you cause a yellow or you cause an incident, that incident's on you, and we are absolutely available and willing to review any incident that occurs because someone went below the yellow line. Some people, they think that they're going to find these ways to abuse these rules, and then usually it doesn't end up working out that way. I'm sure this is a test for them now, and we're going to go to Atlanta or whatever and someone's going to dive down below the line, but if they cause an incident, that is going to be taken care of, and if we deem that they pass below the yellow line, that's also going to be taken care of.
So basically, just to finalize everything, guys, and once again, we do thank you for taking your time up here to talk to us about it. But basically, the pass was made after Steven came back up above the yellow line, and that was the interpretation of the rule as stated in the rule book.
Correct. The thing, and actually it's interesting you brought Darren and I up here because we actually had differing viewpoints at first until we read the rule book. The difference being in the NASCAR rule, they only say advanced position. And so in the Bubba Wallace incident, they technically could say he advanced position in some kind of way by going down below the yellow line. Our rule book says pass. We are not going to rewrite the rule book on the night and change a decision. So the way our rule book differs from NASCAR's is why we made the decision we made on Tuesday.
All right, so that's the word from the two admins, Davey Hazard and Darren Ingram, regarding the yellow line rule last week. So we kind of put that to rest tonight, guys. But for those of you that didn't see the Cup race last week and wanted to know a little bit more about what happened with the yellow line rule and why they made the decision that they did, there's your answers. So put that to sleep now. We're at Kentucky now, and we'll see what happens tonight. Steven Merzlak is the only one that got locked in because of that win last week, so we'll see if one of the other guys can lock themselves in or a new player plays spoiler tonight. All right, qualifying about halfway through here, roughly, so we're getting close to getting this thing started tonight. Hope you guys are having fun. Join us in the chat. We'd love to hear from you tonight.
Hope everybody's been watching practice and qualifying here and has their race picks ready to go. Got some usual names up at the top of the board and some different ones thrown in the mix there.
As a look at where everybody's at the moment in qualifying.
Love to see that 95 in 5th place. That truly is the Zach Webster Award right there.
It tracks, with Webster always in the 95. Oh, this is hard tonight. Garrett Sidnor way down in qualifying there. That's kind of a surprise. As they begin warm up here momentarily. They'll start the drivers meeting here as well. See Matthew Rodriguez on the bubble starting tonight, spinning out in turn 1.
Get it out of your system now.
Get out of your system now. Exactly right. Yes. I will say Kentucky does have a soft spot in my heart with the USORL because this is the track that I actually made my debut in this series in. Yeah. And in a truck, I spun out in turn 3 on the first lap. But that made me have some incredible pit strategy because I don't think we had another caution the rest of the night, and I ended up finishing 3rd.
Okay.
Wow, well done.
So, miracles sometimes do happen, folks, for those of you that have watched the point of views. I mean, I do have, I think, 4 wins that I've point of viewed from, but, hey, when you go in your debut and you come home 3rd, that's pretty cool. That was, I think, like my 2nd or 3rd ever online race, period.
Wow, you really went into the deep end.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, this league is very deep.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I do like Kentucky. I hope NASCAR decides to bring the track back. I mean, there are a lot of grooves there to work with on the surface. You know, drives a bit like a bit of, you know, Nashville, a bit of Homestead, you know. And I feel like these kind of tracks help diversify the type of racing we really do see in NASCAR.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah.
There is only one version of Kentucky that I enjoy driving, and it was an old one on NR. I don't remember if it was Freddie and Sean or if it was an SDT or who made it, but they had those multiple grooves that Dale mentioned in sync. It was so good. You could absolutely rim ride your way through 3 and 4, and it was just such a great time.
Now, I will admit there was one time that we ran the Xfinity cars here, and I blew 4th gear in NR. Now, what made that kind of funny is I could then run the entire place wide open in third gear, just singing it on the rev limiter.
Nice.
And you're praying for it to blow up. It never did. It never did. Until I dropped it into second on the back straightaway to blow it up, and finally
There you
I was
go.
like,
That's when you drop it into second, or you drop it into R for race mode.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Been there, done that.
Yes. Who hasn't done that? Let's be real.
Even Dale Jr.'s done it.
Exactly. Real quick, we'll show you guys the next 2 weeks. Got a little bit of a schedule shuffle here in the next couple weeks. Just want to show it to you real quick. Darlington, Thursday night for the Cup Series. Boy, do not miss that one.
Nope.
Then next week, the penultimate race for the Truck Series at Phoenix on August the 11th. Notice there is no Cup Series race between those two Truck Series races, and that is not a glitch because we will not be broadcasting on August the 13th. They will be running Bristol. We'll give you some information on that once that race goes through, but we will not be broadcasting that one that night. But then we'll be back in action here on Fast 29 on August the 18th for the championship race for the Truck Series at Las Vegas. And then we'll be back in action for the Cup Series from Kansas on August 20th. And guys, they have been starting to talk about that IndyCar series that's starting in September. Might be seeing me behind the wheel on that one.
Yeah, get the dad cam out.
The dad cam's coming back on Tuesday nights. They're starting at Homestead, and then a lot of stuff that I'm not excited about after that because it's based off the kart series, not IRL. So a lot of road courses with an IndyCar. I don't know about that one yet.
Let's go.
I knew that was gonna be right up Jamie's alley. We might have some fun with that. Maybe have some Fast 29 crew chief, driver, spotter type stuff going on. Maybe we'll see how that goes. We haven't talked about that yet, but it'd be kind of fun.
Who will be who? You know.
Well, I think I've made the assumption I'll be driving, Dale.
Oh,
Dibs on driving.
Oh, okay. Jamie's driving. Cool.
Might be better on the road courses if Jamie drives, to be honest with you.
I don't know. You haven't seen me driving any car in iRacing before.
There's nothing to it, and I say that tongue-in-cheek.
I actually do own the IndyCar, so if anybody out there is looking to sponsor a ride, you know where to find us.
Dale, you haven't done something yet. Well, I guess I have to wait now. They just decided to grid us up, so we'll talk about it in a minute. Hopefully, we'll probably see it here at the end of the starting grid. So let's
still kind of
scan the field. Yes, I think we're doing that for our picks too. All right, well, let's get this show on the road, folks. Here is the Buckle Up in Your Truck 120 starting grid, presented by Johns Peterson, a Jamie Zalecki company. Nico Garcia gets the pole alongside playoff driver Shane Terrian. Row 2, Tom Bourne and Blake Trawick. Row 3, Dallas Frew and Matt Rod. Row 4, Ryan Tovar still starting up front and having great runs in both trucks and Cup right now, alongside Bronson Stafford. Row 5 is Matt Muir, and welcome back Tyler Rush. Row 6, he needs a win, Dylan Poteet alongside Cam Barnes. Row 7, Zach Krastowski and Garrett Sidnor. Row 8, Alan Elwood and Stephen Merzlak, last week's winner. Row 9, Doug Denice and Joey Chapman. Row 10, Darren Ingram and John, my friend Peterson. Row 11, Cole DeRoser and Michael Marotta. And that's the final row. That's your starting grid for tonight's race here at Kentucky. All right, who we got, guys? Gotta make this quick. Who gonna get her done?
I pick, what's that? Second place car, Shane Therian.
Good looking ride to that Navy car, that Navy truck tonight. That's a good looking ride tonight.
My pick starting deeper in the field, but he was fast in practice. I'm taking the 9, Alan Elwood.
You would take the 9 of Alan Elwood. Well, I'm going to go with somebody maybe a little bit off the beaten path a little bit, but he was the Michigan winner. I'm going Matthew Rodriguez. He's going to finally get off the bubble tonight, lock his way into wherever we're going for the championship. I almost said Homestead.
I was afraid to pick Matt Rod and curse him, so this is on you.
Hey, you know, somebody had to do it. Nico Garcia, Shane Terrian, lead them into the trioval here in Kentucky. Green flag in the air. We're racing.
Already looking 3 wide into turn 1 there. Backs out of it. Matt Muir on Ryan Tovar.
A lot of motion back there in the field.
Still 3x3 going into turn 3. Rush stuck in the middle. Shane Terrian gonna... Nope, I don't know. I think Bourne got there first to lead the first lap.
We caught a glimpse of that 77. Nice to see Cam Barnes pick up some sponsorship for this race. He's had a whale of a season, so to see some sponsors on that truck's really nice.
Oh, see Dallas Fruit jump out of line there. Down into turn 3, looking underneath Tovar.
Look at all this energy through the field. Everybody's mixing it up, trying to make some moves up to move up.
Yeah, Alan Elwood already up 5 positions up to P10. Blake Trawick down 6 as Elwood makes another pass.
Well, we knew Elwood wouldn't stay back there long. He's already moved up. Terrian kind of got stuck on the bottom and couldn't get going there once Bourne got past him. Garcia came back by, and now he's under attack from Ryan Tovar. But here comes Dallas Frew around the outside of Tovar. He could get the inside going. Seems to be the outside lane is the place to be right now, guys.
Yeah. Able to hold the throttle out a bit in one of the corners. Let the truck roll out a bit more.
Yeah, as a highline truther, I'm always happy to see people up there running the higher line, especially this early on in the race.
Our normal highline guru is not in this race tonight. Noah Joyce.
Yeah, but you saw Frew complete the pass on Tovar, and Matt Rod also completing the pass. That outside line, or the 23, one of them's good and one of them's bad right now. Is 61 of Stafford looks slow on Tovar here in the turn 1.
Yeah, Dallas is on a move right now. You know, he had wonderful pace during both qualifying and practice.
Sorry, Dale. Tovar bounced off the wall there, and Elwood had to take evasive action to the bottom. Looking back from Stafford and Elwood. Up front.
Somebody in the chat is saying hi to somebody.
Oh, that would be our resident camera guru, Dylan.
I thought that could be Dylan.
I thought it might be Dylan. They said hi, father. I ain't got no kids. Jamie, you got kids?
Just Dylan.
Wait, what? Okay, that's not confusing at all for everybody at home.
No kids here, and very happy. See, Bronson Stafford there wasn't able to make the pass on Tovar and just lost the spot to Alan Elwood, who now looks to the inside of Tovar for another position here into turn 3 and sails it off. I think he's already completed the pass.
Elwood knows how to make his way through traffic. Already up 9 spots when he qualified.
There's the early movers.
Yeah, and the opposite side of that, we have Blake Trawick down 8, Tyler Rush down 4, Cam Barnes down 5.
There's on board with Trawick.
Just falling down like a rock. 8 places back, running in 12th place right now. Really off the pace. This early, stint of the race is really not going in his favor right now.
Yeah, but it's still early. He has time to make it up later. Just get a new set of tires on it and drive it to the front.
His truck may come to life later on in this tire stint as well.
This fight back here continues. Elwood continues to carve his way up through the field. He's to the outside of Matthew Rodriguez for 5th. Already cleared Dallas Frew for 6th. He's into 4th place. Jamie's pick looking strong early.
Yeah, that was 2 positions and 2 laps. That 9 truck is on rails right now.
And this is the battle we want to see right now between the 9 of Elwood and the 38 of Carrigan right now. As Elwood looks inside.
Based on what we've seen from that 9, I'm not sure it's going to be much of a battle. But as you get closer to the lead, it does get harder to pass. So maybe Terrian can hold him off here for a lap or 2.
Just a quick look back at Dylan Poteet. He had a little scare here coming into turn 1. See Tovar catch the wall a little bit. He's on the bottom, and he had this to say. As this happens, going into 1, Elwood up the middle, and Poteet gets right up close, and he says this.
I needed a lap just to get my composure back. I thought I was done there.
Little close quarters early for those guys.
Yeah, Elwood like he was going to shoot it 3 wide up the middle. Thought better of it, dropped back down, might have slowed down his run a bit there.
And we did get distracted a little bit. When they come around, we will honor the memory of Kyle Busch on lap 12. Tom Bourne continues to be your leader by about 0.6 of a second over Nico Garcia.
And Dale, you're right. Terrian was able to hold off the 9 of Elwood, at least for right now. He's dropped back and just kind of biding his time.
Side by side for 5th off the corner there.
Looks like these two are also still the casual leaders right now. Shane just, 2/10. Elwood just 3. Behind Tom. So, you know, them backing off and stopping the battle is also creating a gap for the guys behind them as well.
Stafford been able to clear Matthew Rodriguez. Here comes Dallas Frew to the bottom. Battling for 6th as Garrett Sidnor snuck up on this pack as well. Didn't qualify the greatest in the 50 truck, but there he is right here in this battle.
Up 6 spots. 7 now.
He drifts high there in 3 and 4. Poteet, or I'm sorry, that's Matt Muir in the 72, excuse me. Sneaking up on him, and he's going to come to the outside of Frew, battle for 8th.
Just to address chat here, who said we could have waited for lap 18, but fair enough. Very serious calculations went into why we chose lap 12. We took 18 and subtracted 5 for Kyle at Hendrick, and then took another 1 off because of championship, and you got to 12. So there you go.
Damn, Jamie, that's quick math, bro.
You know, Jamie,
That's math I'll ever do.
what I don't know what I could have done without you to cover us for lap 12 there, because that was,
I got you.
That was beautiful, and nobody will ever know if that was actually true or not.
I mean,
We'll let the chat decide. I think they know us better than that. Let's be honest.
What's the Fast Lane 9 motto? F it. We'll
do it live. We are considering, folks, making Bill O'Reilly's face when he's mad in that one clip as a, I don't know, like an icon or something eventually. So keep on the lookout for that. We might do something with that. I don't know. Is that copyrighted? Like, is that meme copyrighted?
Potentially.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
these
the-
are life rights.
Who copyrights memes? Gotta be a loser to do that.
We had the 38 of Terrian putting the pressure on Garcia, but he got in the wall there off turn 2, and
Yeah.
Elwood drives right on by.
Yeah, we have a
was
race
forcing
going on.
it a bit too much.
Now Elwood drifts up. Now Terrian's going to get the crossover off 4.
Yeah, that 38 really wanted that pass on the 8 of Nico Garcia. Was forcing the issue a bit too much. Just got up into the wall, allows the 9 of Elwood to catch up to him as the battle continues getting through those trucks.
Stafford trying to get in the mix of this as well. Sidnor looking low on Rodriguez. Here comes Elwood again on Terrian.
Ooh.
Oh, they're getting close back there between Rodriguez and Sidnor. Little contact. They save it.
That 01 has to look a bit more in the corners because the 61 is right in front of him. Gives Sidnor the chance he lead.
Up
Here
front,
comes
though.
Matt Murr as well.
Look at this. Garcia is closed back down on Bourne. And the whole pack's kind of came back to Bourne here. I don't know if Bourne's kind of taking it a little easy now or if the tires are starting to give up. But he had almost a 6 to 7/10 of a second lead not too long ago, and it's gone. Garcia looking low, looking for the lead. Ooh, that was close there through the tri-oval as Bourne came down in front of Garcia, and Terrian, oh, trouble!
Oh.
Bourne around! Terrian, Stafford, Rodriguez, through, Muir.
Oh, wow.
Tovar
that is
slides through.
Horrible.
Wow.
Elwood also got a piece of that as he was going by.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, things heated up
Championship
real
implications there. Caution is
Pacetrack
out.
might want a piece of this too.
Wow.
Oh, that 16 is broke.
Used up.
That might be it for Tom Bourne.
Wow.
Sounds like Nitro Garcia has rightfully taken the claim for that one.
Well,
That's not what you want to see right now. The smoke coming out at 16.
and there's probably a lot of smoke coming out of the helmet of the 16 as well. As Garcia looked low in the trial, but Bourne comes down a big block there. And then as they come out of the tri-oval, this may not be the best angle here, but oh.
Yeah, Bourne just tries to force his way back up, not aware of how close he is to Nico.
I don't know. I think Nico, it looked like he thought Tom was going to go back up and take the full arc in, and the 8 started to go back to the left and do that crossover. I don't know. Maybe 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah. And not just that, Nico's also still defending of the 38 of Shane right behind him, because Shane's closing the gap too, trying to make the pass as they exit as well.
Either way, this is kind of early to make these kind of rash moves. Like, oh man, that's just one block too many. Is the way it looked like for me. Oh wow, Elwood did get quite a bit of damage there. Sidnor spun to the inside. I think he kept it off the inside wall. Treywick does a good job on the apron. Tovar sliding through. But a lot of good damaged cars here.
Mm-hmm. And remember, I might be misquoting this, I'm not sure, but I do remember the admins saying cars, if you go below the apron, cars aren't obligated to technically let you back up. You know, you do so as to your own volition.
Yeah, but this isn't Super Speedway, Dale. This is Kentucky, where the apron is seemingly usually inbounds.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I look at it the same way. If you go below and I'm already there, you try to make your way back up to block or defend, you got to be careful as well.
There's no track limits in NASCAR.
I kind of saw something from that one angle there, guys. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but when Tom Bourne dropped down in front of Garcia and then came back up, it almost looked like that 16 got a little loose coming across the yellow line there. And that yellow line is not, if I remember right, that yellow line is not perfectly adapted to the banking coming through the tri-oval in some spots. So
kind of like a crease or a hitch.
Yes, so he might have gotten loose coming through there, and if you get loose right there, I mean, you're full throttle, of course you're going to get hit from behind. Of course, you do also have time to come to the outside, too, if you're going to do it, so.
Yeah, it seems like there might be a little bit more there than it initially looked like.
Here's some
that
radio
9
traffic.
the damage on the front doesn't look too good, but he stayed out.
He did stay out, yes. Here's a look at, well, he did come in and get 4 tires, it looks like. And so he was the first one off, but we'll have to see how that truck holds up with the damage that it's got on it. There's a look. He didn't get much What kind of repairs did he have? He didn't repair
It's just
anything. He just knocked the hood off and kept going.
Yeah, the left front fender.
He's got that Cam Barnes truck out there, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Worked out well for Cam. Maybe it'll work out well for him.
Real quick before we go back to green here, we'll take a listen to some radio traffic.
Hold the brakes, hold the brakes, hold the brakes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you thought it was. No, I don't know. I don't know what happened, honestly.
I guess.
I don't put.
Just a racing
Green
incident.
Yep.
Green flag back in the air. Elwood, that truck's got a lot of damage, but it takes off.
Yeah, Sidnor did not get a good restart there on the outside line.
That right side damage might have gave him, a little bit of an aerodynamic advantage right now.
Oh, Sidnor catch the wall off too.
Treywick and Chapman.
Coming to lap 25. You know what? What the heck? Let's go over rev. Getting racy now. Boy, Sidnor got sideways in the middle of 3 and 4. That stacked this group up back here. They're 3 wide to the trial.
Look who's back on track right now. The 8 of Nico Garcia right now at 21st.
Dylan Poteet has gotten up into the lead. And this wreck and where everybody's running right now has definitely shuffled up the championship standings right now as well. Oh, trouble! Tovar!
Ooh.
What a save!
Peterson, what a save.
Wow. Him and Peterson got together. There's a look at the point standings and look at this shuffle.
That's a big jump right there.
Poteet's doing his Martinsville impression right now.
Yeah,
Up 4 spots.
9 of Elwood is not good.
Struggling.
Back.
Yeah, too much damage in front of that thing.
Yeah, that wreck really shuffled up the playoff picture right there.
Radio traffic between the 43 and the 23.
Good save. Good save. Good save. We get you.
Did I come down on you?
Nah, man. I tried turning, and the thing went turn.
Oh, good. Sounds good.
The old "it don't turn good" excuse. I like it, John.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
Up front, Dylan Poteet leads off 4. He's got a mirror full of Joey Chapman. Look who's in 3rd place, guys. Darren Ingram.
Darren Ingram. Might not be no longer in playoff contention, but still wants to have a good showing. Win a couple races, steal points off of people.
He's right on pace with the leader, just a little bit faster actually than the leader. Here comes Sidnor underneath Treywick. He's going to clear him for 4th.
Ooh. Shades that incident between Bourne and Garcia. Car's getting a little squirrely on the apron. The truck's getting squirrely on the apron.
Yeah, that's one.
That's one for the jar.
We filled that jar up quite a bit. Ooh, boy, was that Matt Rod coming down? Yep, in front of Barnes. Oh, and Denice saves it.
That's a nice save right there.
I'll give you that
James,
one. Oh
look,
boy, look at
everybody.
him bunch up behind him. Tovar.
Wide.
Tovar was not
Yeah.
going to lift at all through that. He comes up the outside. He's chugging back to the front here.
Yeah, but now that 40 has created a log jam behind him. Everybody wants to get by him.
You wonder how much that hurt that 40's tires as well with that slide for life.
At one point, they were about to go 5 wide right there.
When Michael Murata running the where Angels fear to tread up there in 3 and 4 right up against the wall.
Yeah, that's the line in that NR version of Kentucky I was talking
That's
about.
right.
That had all the grip and it was very, very possible. Not so much here on this version.
Back out front, Poteet, Chapman, Ingram. Ingram thought about taking a look underneath Chapman in the 3. But I think I got that one out of shape a little bit. And here comes Sidnor.
Symbol coming through.
You can see right there,
Over.
just to, sorry Dale, not to interrupt you, but you kind of see how that yellow line comes way up off the bottom, exiting the trioval. We'll show it again when they come around here, but that is very misleading where the banking isn't coming through the trioval. We'll show it to you as they come through here again. This is on board with Sidnor. So off turn 4. The yellow line is on the banking all through here, but you'll see it kind of jut to the right past the start-finish line. Right
Flats out
there,
right
and the banking is still there. So it kind of throws you off visually as well as the truck itself. As Sidnor makes the pass on Ingram, here comes Mirror with a little contact at the door of Ingram.
Yeah, that last run you saw here probably get by the 56 of Blake.
Remember, Mirror was caught up in that early incident as well. Here comes Rush to the outside. Check and see how much damage Mirror took. Oh, he just had 1 second to repair, so he's fine. So I was kind of curious what kind of damage these guys had back here. Garcia got more damage in that incident than we thought. He's down a lap. He's in 21st. As they try to go 3 wide with Rush in the middle here.
Dallas in 20th, way off pace. Shane 19th, hasn't been able to catch back up yet.
Look at this, through the trioval. Rodriguez trying to come back up. Mirror, Tyler Rush.
He holds that low line. Ooh. Some little contact between those two off the corner.
Barnes working on Tovar here through 3 and 4. Murata just ahead. Denice in there. Just looking back from Denice at Murata. 9th, 10th, back through about 14th, back where Merzlak's at back there, that black car back here.
That's another one for the jar.
I just wanted to add one to the jar that time. The jar was looking a little lonely.
Cam Barnes, sorry, not Matt Barnes, I apologize. Looking to make that move right on the inside. Goes low.
Side by side with Tovar.
Tovar losing positions as well, down 5 places.
Oh, is that Krastowski back? Nope, that's Colton Roser caught the wall hard off turn 2. That might have bent something on that 32 there.
About a second off pace.
Looking at Ingram side by side with Muir. Just when I start talking good about Darren, he starts sliding back. He's back to 5th.
Yeah, but he's holding off Matt Muir right now.
But he's holding up this entire line back here.
If this race was a couple days ago, he's right now up 14th spot due to that 14 positions up to that earlier incident.
3 wide through the trioval again.
reminder, Garcia in that 8 truck is
a lap down.
This is not
A lap down, yeah.
But he's in this jam up right here. He is in the lucky dog spot at the moment. I don't know why I said for the moment. He's the only one a lap down.
Now he's just fighting for position, get all his points back, tries to make his way about halfway through the race right now, trying to get back his lead.
Speaking of the lead, there is Dylan Poteet, about 0.6 of a second out. This is a similar setup to what we had with Tom Bourne earlier. Pulled out to a 0.6 of a second lead, and then after about 10 or so laps, the field tracked him back down. We'll have to see how Poteet does here.
Yeah, we made it 19 laps on that first run, and we're right around there right now, so expect to see some more comers and goers here show up as Garrett Sindor hits the apron in turn 2, I think.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, just a little dip below the line.
This war continues back here.
That gaggle of cars back there, and is that 6th through 10th place?
Yep. Heck, let's throw Darren in that too in 5th in front of there. It's fun but nerve-wracking, especially if you're in the at a chance for the championship back in here.
Yeah, the only driver tonight who
Tovar
in the wall hard.
Ooh, everybody adapts, tries to go by him safely.
And there is one driver in the field tonight who is happy, and is probably not super happy to be in 13th, but doesn't mind it too much, and that's that 90 of Merzlack. He's punched his ticket to Homestead.
He's just here so he won't get fined.
That's right.
There he is. I don't know if I was him. I don't even know if, knowing that I've punched a ticket on, I don't know if I'd still want to be in this mess that's right here.
Yeah, you want to dial it back and be a little bit more apprehensive, you know?
I disagree. You're in, you're going to Homestead. Get in here, mix it up with these guys. You get more good competitive track time. You have a better idea of what to expect in Homestead.
Well, if you go to Homestead, you won't be going for the championship because it's in Las Vegas.
He's going to Vegas.
There we go. It's confusing when we have so many series going at once. So here comes Tovar on the outside of Denice. Denice is stuck in the middle there for a second with Rodriguez, but boy, they are getting racy back in here. Little
Tovar up high.
Barnes getting really aggressive up the middle here between Rush and Mirror. Look at that. That's 77 shooting the gap.
Yeah, and real quick, Chris, the finale belongs in Homestead, and if you vote Selecki Pickett in the midterms this November, we will bring the championship race back to Homestead.
Yeah, let me be your, Department of War. Let me throw it.
Department of War?
Yeah, maybe
Department of Yellow Lines.
Wow.
Department of Yellow Lines. The Department of Track Limits.
Well, we hate to bail off that battle back here, but the lead is shaping up now. Treywick has caught Poteet. Again, similar situation we saw with Bourne. Get out front for a while, but after a while enough, the tires get heated up so much while you're leading that it just sucks everybody back up to you. But here's Treywick to the outside.
Tires. I think everybody else kind of backs off. So you're not pushing it because sometimes when you get up front, you get
Sindor!
Sindor!
Slides.
What a save!
That is a save and a half right there.
Yeah, it was.
That was a save from both the 50 and the 60.
That was that was close there. Radio traffic from these two.
Oh, Garrett, I was there.
Nico is getting his lap back the hard way right now.
That's stupid by me, but I got to lead the chase. Just being stupid. I got a lot to fight for.
And he does. As
I understand, but if you wreck the truck on lap 49, you have nothing to fight for.
That's true.
You're done.
You see where everybody's sitting right now with Treywick now leading. He was already above the cut line, so this doesn't quite move as much around as if Poteet was up there. But where Matthew Rodriguez is at right now, that puts Poteet on the bubble. He was outside looking in, entering.
He was right there at that cut line right now. Now he's having to fight first position with one more race to go after this.
There's Rodriguez. Muir right there in front of him. He gets that spot.
Right now, a lot of these guys are calling for favors, looking for friends. Like, look, I'm in the playoffs. If you're not in it, please let me buy you. I gotta get these points.
And you see what that did right there. Rodriguez making that move on Muir. That puts him back on the bubble. But here comes Muir back to the bottom. He's gonna knock him right back out.
Yeah, Rodriguez got held up there by the one of Ingram through 3 and 4 and just lost all his momentum.
Probably a lot of radio sweetheart going there trying like, Darren, let me buy. I gotta get by this guy. Come on.
Michael Murata's gonna go for a slide and turn to 3.
Hey, don't turn good.
They do not turn good.
Hey, everybody got by clearly though.
I think we're about to see pit stops for tires at this point after seeing what that 62 just did.
Absolutely.
Especially that 31 of Poteet really needs to get some fresh rubber on his truck right now.
There's what everybody did on the last cycle.
Look at Garcia fighting back the hard way. Just making his way through the field right now.
Making his way downtown, walking fast.
Faces pass.
And he'll be home soon.
Just like you called it there, there's Murata in. He had enough of that 62.
Was for you, Chris. Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention on that one.
Clearly.
Yeah, I saw Murata dive in. I wanted to get him on the camera. Sorry. Sidnor looking underneath Poteet. I'll acknowledge your guys' clever quips later on.
Oh, you think they're clever? Thank you.
I hear we're getting a raise.
Oh, you guys are just holding yourself to such high standards right now. Proud of you.
Highest, that's the best. You did hire the best and brightest to join your broadcast team.
Well, I don't know about brightest,
I was
but
about
we
to
certainly
say,
are the best.
Yeah, there's
that was
wrong B word.
The blurst.
The blurst. That's good. I like that. Side by side, still back here for second. Sidnor, he's charging the front. Garcia's in.
That was through in as well.
It looks like you got a black flag coming in as well.
These two battling. They're about a second behind Treywick, though.
This is Michael Murata right before his pit stop. I don't blame you, bud.
Yep, been there.
Been there, done that. Maybe not with the radio button pushed, but yeah. This was also earlier. Remember, we saw Ryan Tovar hit the wall off turn 2. This was reaction from Cam Barnes that was just behind him.
Dumbass.
I wish I was making that up, but I saw that happen. I just hadn't had a chance to play it.
Yeah. You have to give it to Cam. He always gives us the good radio bits.
It always gives us the best stuff.
Sidnor, Poteet,
Here
and I
come
think
the leaders.
Treywick all coming in.
Everybody in.
Everybody in.
Here we go.
Cam Barnes stays out.
Lap 57 for Tommy Bordeaux. Everybody's in the pits.
Barnes, nice. Merzak, stay out.
Yeah, I would have tried to stay out 2 or 3 more laps. I'm not sure what the fuel numbers are. Maybe they had to come in, but stay out 2 or 3 more laps. You could get the overcut that we've seen Shane Terrian make work before, and you'd be under 30 to go. And this stint here was about 35 laps, put you in a good spot.
There's Cam through 3 and 4, and he's in.
Elwood out.
Merzlak stays out 1 more lap. He'll inherit the lead.
Good Nice goes in with Barnes.
Here's a look at Merzlak. He's tickling the E there.
Oh, is there tickling tonight at Kentucky?
There could be a little tickling tonight.
Yeah.
Merzlak's got this almost entire field a lap down right now. I heard him definitely clutching going into turn 3 there. He's trying to go a couple more laps here.
I heard him begging for a yellow, trap all these guys a lap down.
It's got to go in this time by 22 laps of fuel. The only car not to pit yet. Well, truck not to pit yet. That's another one.
Krastowski's the only other one. He just pitted just now, this time by. Treywick unlaps himself. He's in. Yeah, that's the 3rd place truck that just passed Merzlak.
John Peterson. Fastest lap.
Look at that. And Merzlak's going to bring it in this time, so that's going to hand the lead back around to Treywick eventually, once he comes back around. And he is going to have a huge lead here over Garrett Sidnor and Dylan Poteet, who continue their battle that they had before the pit stop. Chapman's closed up a little bit on these two guys. You'll see him come into the frame. There he is. And Michael Murata had a heck of a pit stop. There was that undercut you talked about, Jamie. He's up in 6th.
Yep.
Yeah, the undercut is very powerful at tracks like this where we have such high tire wear. However, can you hold it? That's the question. Your tires are going to be older than everybody else's. Can you hold everybody else off when they have the overcut?
But you got to remember, this 62 was struggling at the end of that run, so...
He was, and he has 2 seconds over Matt Rod in 6th place right now, but I think that gap's going to probably start to come down here pretty quick as those tires wear.
So we'll take a look and see
I think it's
how everybody did here on the cycle.
I think it's that time, Jamie, for some acknowledgements, don't you?
I was going to give it about 8 more laps so we could do it on the holy number, but this
okay, no,
just as well.
We can go forward.
and right before you brought that up, Dale, I thought I heard a bit of a ding in my ear because tonight Scott Pruitt, hi to my family at home, shout out of the race, goes to Kentucky Speedway's favorite former USORL driver, Jesse Dalton.
It happened about in this spot that Blake's at right now.
Yep, sources say you can still find bits and pieces of his cup car in the safer barrier.
And bits and pieces of his controller still falling from the ceiling fan.
That as well.
That bad? Oh man.
So, just for my perspective of that incident, I was about 4 or 5 cars back. Actually, I was the entire front straightaway back from it when it first started. But did he have a controller issue, or did he just wreck, or what? I don't know exactly what happened, but he basically threw his controller in the air. It hit the ceiling fan above him. You could hear the ding it made over his headset. And the next thing we know, his car comes flying back across the track in turn 1, takes out, I can't remember who he took out. And it was Jag, you're right. And I barely missed it, which got me, said I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. I'm going to give myself tonight the Good Hands Award for that. And yeah, it was quite a moment there that has just lived on in USRL lore since.
Yeah, I don't remember if he had that controller issue prior to the wreck, but there was certainly a controller issue after the wreck.
After the wreck.
During, after, yes.
I mean, I wouldn't call that a controller anymore post-wreck.
That looks like we've had Tyler Rush had an issue. He has dropped out of the race tonight.
He went to the pit lane and took a park.
Hope to find out maybe what happened there, as Sidnor just can't get away from Poteet, but they're both closing in a little bit on Treywick here. Let's take a look and see how they're doing. Oh yeah, close up by about 1/4 of a second a lap here, guys.
Sindor, Garrett right there in that 50 just wants to stay in front of Dylan at 31 right now, just so he can maintain his spot in the playoffs currently.
This is between these two guys, second and third.
Madmere back there on points, and what is it, 14th place, 5 spots down, wishing, hoping, and praying for a wreck from one of these guys up front.
Yeah, but you've seen Sidnor and Poteet close the gap in on Treywick, and also a little further back, Matt Rod has closed the gap to the 62 of Murata in 5th place.
Let's take a look again at live standings here and take a look at this. You've got Treywick leading. He was already above the bubble coming in, but you got 2 guys behind him that are needing a win. They can't guarantee pointing their way into Las Vegas. And they can see that win right there in front of them. And they're coming.
But look how important points are. Because see, Shane right now is third in playoff standings right now. He's in 17th position.
Yes.
But he amassed such a big lead, he could throw away a race and still be safe at this moment.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he is in a spot to where he would be safe pointing his way in. We'll have to check that out at the end of the race. But he's definitely dropped off with that incident early. And unfortunate for Terrian too, because he's always a contender at every race that we go to, and it'd been fun to see him compete tonight, but they got caught up in that big wreck early.
And while we were watching that, Matt Rod actually passed Murata for 5th place. Now he's got Joey Chapman next on his list.
Here it is.
See Murata getting the wall there off 2.
Oh, that's a run into the corner.
Yeah, just doesn't have the speed. I think the tires on that 62 are unhappy right now.
Just staying out. All you can do at this moment.
20 laps to go at Kentucky. Blake Treywick still out in front by about a half a second over this battle for second.
Yeah, Treywick's pulled away a little bit on Sidnor. They had that gap down to about 4/10. Now it's back out to 6/10.
Yeah, they basically stabilized now.
Yeah, but we've seen repeatedly, like multiple stints, multiple cycles, that lead car just gets out to almost a second of 6/10 lead, and then slowly but surely the cars behind them just start to catch up to them.
Yeah, and I think we'll start to see our comers and goers and our tires come into play here in the next probably 5 to 10 laps or so. Maybe even the next 6-7 laps or so.
No, I'm not gonna do it tonight.
I had to get it in.
No, not doing it tonight.
I thought about helping you a bit, then I was like, Chris is not gonna like that, so let me
And you would have been right. Radio traffic from Michael Murata.
I was gonna let you buy, but not like that.
Sorry.
I don't really give a shit.
Hey, not having fun in the 62 tonight. Barnes looking underneath Rodriguez. This is for 5th. And he's got about a lap fresher tires than the guys in front of him.
I also heard a little bit earlier, wow, Matt Rod really running Cam Barnes tight there through the tri-oval.
We've seen this show before. I don't like the way this is maybe shaping. And remember, these two have had issues in the last couple of weeks as well, so...
I mean, I think they did hash it out afterwards, post-race, talking about it. But you can still come to a somewhat understanding. But once you know you get in the sim, the visor comes on, you a totally different person.
Now look at this guy on here, guys. He stopped gaining and started losing.
Yeah, Treywick has started pulling out his lead again. I think he's out to about a second now.
2 1/4 and gaining. And Poteet's just kind of gotten stuck in the wake of the 50 here through 3 and 4 twos, so can't really do anything with him either. Yeah. Michael Murata continuing to have attacks made on him as Denice catches up to him for 7th. But still a good showing for Mikey, though. I know he's struggling right now, but he's still got a top 10 run going here.
He is not having an ounce of fun in that truck right now.
I mean, even with as much struggle as he's having, he's only 3/10 off. Look at that. So, I mean, it's not like he's horrible, but it's just not to where he likes it. But nope, he's coming in. Remember, he was the first one to pit the last time, so here he comes. So,
I like this.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this
like
about
it
5
too.
laps ago. Maybe if you're in the top 10, you force the rest of the field into another pit stop. I don't know if they have to stop again, but I really like what Murata's doing here.
Well, they went 36, 37 laps the last time. Your 19 plus 14 is 35, right? 33, so you can make it from your last pit stop easily.
Yeah, this last run of green flags, that pit cycle came in and went really quickly. These guys have been keeping it really consistent.
Look at the telemetry out of Treywick here. You can see he's just a shade underneath halfway on our scientifically unproven fuel gauge there.
And the key to that move by the 62 is you need others to pit with you. You really need to bring the whole field in for another pit stop.
Yep.
The question is anybody else going to do it?
I think Garrett was faster than Blake through the corners a while ago. Looks like Blake is trying to lift off and save as much fuel as possible, or even his tires in the corners.
There are negotiations happening on the track right now.
Of course.
You've got Cam Barnes and John Peterson.
No.
No, it's been one of them races.
No. I need budget. Okay.
Bro, I'll give you $1 if you run anything I gave you.
Okay.
That's dangerous to say okay to John.
So I give
Very
you $1.
We have more negotiations.
There are now negotiations of other forms now as well out there.
Would this might be race manipulation? Because I heard somebody say you want to finish a drop. You know.
Yeah, I heard this.
Yeah, we spent a whole 35-lap run with everybody trying to murder each other, and now nobody wants to finish the job and bring out a yellow?
No, I wasn't. I was being the leader of the dog pound like I had programmed.
Just trying to stay awake out there, I think, at this point.
Look, after that, I'm surprised nobody decided to ask how much are you offering for me to bring out the yellow.
I think Jamie asked earlier, but nobody took him up on it.
Yeah, I tried.
Let's see, where are our picks running right now, folks?
They're not good.
Not
I'm
good.
in 6th. I think I'm good right now.
I'm in 15th.
And Jamie is
Also ran.
17th.
Also ran. Hey, at least Shane's truck looks good. That was my skimmer race as well.
Oh yeah, we never mentioned that. There's that Navy ride. Let's throw that up there real quick while we got to say. There's the paint scheme of the race for Dale. Good looking ride. I do like that.
Might not be a winner in the track right now, but it's a winner in my heart.
Aww. That's gross.
Ooh,
7 laps to go.
Like almost a 2-second lead up front.
He's 6 laps away from punching his ticket to Las Vegas.
Brought to you by Kentucky Magic Water.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, go on the trail, folks, for the Magic Water in Kentucky. Listen to some bluegrass, touch some bluegrass.
Smoke some bluegrass.
Oh. No, it's not allowed there yet.
This is not legal advice.
But it is.
I'm not.
No,
Oh,
we
it's
are
not?
not attorneys, and we are not attorneys in Kentucky. We are not your attorney.
So call Morgan and Morgan.
No, don't do that either.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh man. There's another look at the lead. Basically, it's stabilized here. Garrett, every once in a while, is a little bit faster than Blake.
Yeah, the lap was 83. It was faster. Other than that,
Either stable or
No
a little
such
slower.
luck.
Yep. 5
Trailer
laps
just
away.
kind of holding steady at a 1.8 second lead right now. Poteet falling off, Sidnor a little bit. Nobody, yeah, like we heard from the radio chatter from Matt Rod, there's not a whole lot going out there right now.
and that he's on the bubble right now. I don't think you'd want a caution anyway.
He's been living on the bubble ever since we got in this round. But with Treywick out front, already above the cut line, doesn't shuffle it quite as much as what we saw earlier when Poteet was leading, with Sidnor behind him. You see Sidnor back there trying his best to close the gap. Just don't think he's got it tonight, but anything can happen in 3 laps.
Yeah, Blake was essentially up 2 positions. Would have been the car on the bubble right now, most likely.
Take a look at the fastest 5-lap average. Nico Garcia.
Ooh,
That's a bummer when you're that far back and it just,
got the pace.
yeah, you got
Can't
the
do anything
pace, you
with
can't do anything with it, exactly. These are the best laps of the night. Peterson, as you mentioned earlier, tied with Mikey Murata for the fastest
Well
lap.
done.
Go to the other decimal. We need one more decimal.
The watch, they'll both be 9s.
2 to go. Blake Treywick.
This just makes next week race so interesting now.
And remember, we had the Cup Series race there a couple weeks back at Phoenix that was a little bit touchy with the way the setup was. Hopefully they've got that dialed out for these trucks, or we may be in for something a little crazy for that race, as the white flag is out for Blake Treywick. 1 more lap to go here at Kentucky.
Well, those are your Ford F-150s, Jamie.
Yeah, Dylan out there checking out the fans in the infield.
And that was me pushing one slightly wrong button for the night. I am so sorry. Blake Treywick came into the night second in points. He's going to come away with a share of the top spot with Steven Merzlak. And off turn 4 for the final time, Blake Treywick wins the Buckle Up in Your Truck 120 at Kentucky.
And he gets to move on to victory lane. Well done to Blake Treywick.
Garrett Sidnor brings it home second. He needed a run like that. I know he's up there in the points, but he needed a run like this tonight. Dylan Poteet third. I know he's going to want more out of that, but happy to see him up front tonight. Dylan Poteet third, Joey Chapman fourth, Cam Barnes a strong fifth, Matthew Rodriguez, Doug DeNice, Steven Merzlak, Darren Ingram, and another strong, solid run for Ryan Tovar tonight in 10th.
Yep.
As
That oval win will come soon, Tovar.
Blake spins it all the way through the tri-oval grass. That was a heck of a spin through there. Wow.
This is a big win for Treywick, so he's definitely going to burn it down here. It's props from his teammate.
Gives him a high five there. It looked like almost. That was pretty cool. And they have made a mess of this grass in the infield here at Kentucky.
Well, you told them to go touch grass.
And they did. I'm so proud they listened to me. They don't usually listen to me.
Most laps led as well. Joey Chapman, hard gainer, most positions gained.
Look at that.
Oh, you love to see it.
You love to see it right there. Well done, John.
He gets the lovable critters fastest lap.
Look at the lead laps though. The 7 lead lap change or green flag lead changes by 8 different leaders.
It was a racy race early, yeah, and then it just kind of mellowed out after that one big wreck. So
it turned to the cup at the Brickyard.
it did. Couldn't do anything after that. All right, we're going to have them get settled in here, and we'll talk to our podium finishers. There they are. Trawick, Sidnor, and Poteet. Well, we'll see who we can get up, see if anybody's ready to roll here. Dale, when you pull somebody in, go ahead and take off, bud.
All right, cool. I think we got Dylan ready to go. Cool. Dylan, this is the booth. You got a copy, bud?
I do. How's it going?
Hey, wonderful performance right there, coming in a P3. How you feeling right now?
Probably fortunate because I don't think I was a top 3 truck at all in this race. I think the only reason I can even say that is because the leader is all wrecked, so I think I was running probably about a 5th to 8th place truck going into that, but had a shot at it. Really got tight there at the end of both of those runs. Just I was trying to save tires, and it's a tough deal. I was really plowing there, and honestly just lucky. I think I hung on to 3rd over Joey. And tried to stay behind Garrett, and we caught Blake, and I just thought he just honestly saved his stuff until we got there, and then just kind of took off again. It was just kind of like a yo-yo effect, I guess.
I know you. I'm not sure where you are in the playoff. I think you're right now 5th place in the standings and below the bubble. But this is a lot of momentum. You've been on a run the last couple races. What's your plan to take this energy going forward into Phoenix to try and get to the championship?
Well, I had to outrace Matt Rod, but I mean, there's still a possibility of a new winner, and it's gonna be stiff competition. So a win would guarantee me in and everything to Vegas, but I mean, it's gonna just be a points battle, unfortunately, with one of my teammates. And like I said, we have a couple of guys behind us, like Mirror could easily win, and Garrett could win. I mean, it's a tough situation. Now Shane's on the bubble spot. I'm not sure what the point's going to look like if he lost a little bit. He had a little bit of a cushion. It was kind of a worst case for him, Blake winning, but I usually tend to run good at Phoenix. I've won there before. We ran Cup there recently, and I think I should have ran a little bit better than I finished there, and for some reason it just tends to be a good track for me, but we'll just have to see, I guess.
Well, congratulations on the 3rd place tonight, Dylan. We'll catch you at Phoenix, and good luck at Darlington on Thursday night as well.
That's true. Another one of my track. We'll see if I can back up a top 3 there like I did with trucks. We'll see what happens. See if you're in that 3 wide line, but this time edging ahead instead of the 3rd car. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's a different scenario this time around. Just trying to maintain points and stuff. So we'll see what happens. But thanks for the time, guys. And thanks for putting on the show.
Absolutely. Dylan Poteet, driver of the number 31 Ram, brings it home P3 tonight.
Garrett, this is the boot. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
So it looked like you had a little bit of trouble right there after that. Those last couple of pit stops, trying to close the gap to Blake. You got close a couple times. A couple laps you were actually pacing faster, but for a large portion of them, you weren't able to close that gap the way you wanted to secure position into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we gave up a little bit on pit entry. I think that final stop, and being, I think, almost 3 seconds back when we came up pit road, I was like, we have to go. I was like, I didn't care about fuel. I know we needed to get closer and then figure it out. And we did. Realized it was good on fuel, and the tires were gone. So, but yeah, yeah, we had about a P8, P11 truck, and definitely didn't think I'd get this far with it tonight.
You came close to getting taken out in that first wreck too. So that was you've been solid all season long, Garrett, and the win should have been there, I think, at this point. But you've been knocking on the door. Well, you did have that one win to get you into the playoffs back at was it Auto Club? I've lost track of everything now. But you've been steady the entire season, and you just put us into the mindset of you're that close to locking yourself into the championship race at the end of this one.
Yeah, I mean, and I think from a bigger perspective, like ever since I went to Auto Club, we've been getting, it's been scrappy. Like we've getting wrecked one week and we'll finish like 8th the next, and it's just, I mean, this is the first time I've been in the top 3 since that faded day at Auto Club. So yeah, I feel like we haven't been able to put the pieces together all season, and because of that win, we were able to kind of take advantage of the first round. But yeah, this round, I think we definitely had a little bit of a hole to dig out of, and obviously with the calamity at the end of Talladega, I didn't really get to close the cushion like I wanted. And we kind of figured that going into the night, it was if those two trucks that were ahead of me didn't wreck, it was going to be a must-win at Phoenix, and I think that's where we're at right now. But yeah, it sucks to be that close, but I got beat. That's all there is to it.
Yep. But you're strong at Phoenix, so we expect to see you right up front again next week. Congratulations P2 tonight, and we'll see you at Darlington. Maybe you'll give us another show on Thursday night with the Cup Series on Thursday night.
Yeah, that's going to be a ride. I haven't been at Next Gen Darlington in almost 3.5 years, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, going to take another crack at Phoenix, see what we can do.
All right. Well, Garrett Sidnor, driver number 54, brings it home P2 tonight. Congratulations. We'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you.
All right, Dale, see if you can hear him from down in Victory Lane here.
Save us. Blake, you got a copy. It's the booth. How is it in Victory Lane right now, bud?
It feels good tonight.
You put it on him after that big wreck. Look at you coming out there,
Yeah.
man, and locking yourself into Vegas. Tell us your thoughts, bud.
I was not expecting a wreck like that. That looked like last week. That was a Talladega style wreck tonight. Honestly, we got stuck side by side and we got out of that pack, and I thought, we got too far back. So I wasn't too happy in the beginning of the run there, though, but it looks like it might have saved us from being in that wreck, which just kind of that took all the heavy hitters. Everybody I was worried about, that they were all in that wreck. So it was kind of just from that point on, just maintaining the tires and just, run the race in my head and just see if we can put it out there. And we did. That one felt good.
Well, congratulations on it, Blake. I know this one means a lot to you. Obviously, every time you win right now, I know it's a big thing for you right now. How do you feel about punching your ticket to Vegas, and what do you feel like your chances are at that race later on?
It feels good. I get rid of the stress next week on anything like that. I'm just gonna do it like we do every week. I'm gonna go into it. If we can win it, cool. If not, just try to have some fun with it and put the truck where it needs to be.
And I'll agree with you. If I was in your position right now, I've locked myself into Vegas, and I knew Phoenix, of all places, was next week, and I didn't have to worry about it, I feel your pain. Congratulations.
I'm looking forward to Phoenix, but ask me that next week once we get there. But I think it's going to be an all-right track, but we'll see. Because I hated this track tonight, and well, I'm in Victory Lane, so I guess I was
about to say, if you hated this one, we might as well just chalk it up to a win next week, I guess. Now, if you like Phoenix, I guess.
You just cursed me there. Oh.
Hey, this is this week that we said it. We haven't made our race picks for next week, so you're okay right now. Give us a week. We'll figure it out.
Don't pick me then. Don't pick me. Just say
You're fine for now.
You're fine for now.
Our PayPals are open.
Yes. Yeah. Just let us know who you want us to. Let us know who you want us to pick. We'll help you out. It seems like
Well,
our best pick tonight finished.
It's open.
Yeah, our best pick finished 6th tonight. So there you go. If that gives you any incentive on where we were at, everybody else was like, what? 14th on down, so there you go. But congratulations on the win tonight, Blake. I know it means a lot to you. We will see you Thursday night at Darlington and next week at Phoenix.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Blake Trawick, driver number 56 Ram, is your winner tonight here at Kentucky. All right, we'll take a look at our finishing up with the points. I know everybody's been trying to talk about that. We didn't have it showing yet, so let's go ahead and take a look at those championship standings where we're at here. Blake Trawick edges ahead of Steven Mercer, but they're essentially tied with the win moving on into Las Vegas. Shane Terrian slips back to 3rd. He has a little bit of a gap there over Matthew Rodriguez. And Dylan Poteet can point his way in, it looks like. So that'll be interesting. Garrett Sidnor is a little bit shy of that. I wouldn't put any emphasis on that. I would think he probably needs more of a win situation. Matt Muir and Huang Do definitely in must wins down there. Huang not here at Kentucky tonight, so that hurts him a little bit going into Phoenix next week. He's in a definite must win there. All right, guys,
Garrett,
final thoughts here from Kentucky?
Just looking at the points, it's like Garrett, Matt, Huang Do, they entered, this race post Talladega in the same positions they were in. They leave the race in the same positions they were in. But
not much of a shuffle.
So this race later on after that first wreck turned out to be a bit of Indy, but amazing driving by Blake, qualified good, avoid that wreck beautifully, and took control of the race from there.
Yep. Jamie?
Yeah, it was surprisingly a good race. We had that crazy big one early on that kind of really shuffled who we expected to see maybe in Victory Lane and throughout the top 10, but we had comers, we had goers, we had really tight, close racing, lap after lap after lap after lap without a wreck. That did kind of get ruined with that green flag pit stop cycle, but still, up until then, we were having a whale of a race. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week, especially after I think Dylan mentioned it in his interview. We have teammates battling on the bubble right now. One will get in, one won't. It's going to be a tough one at the next cutoff race.
Absolutely. This is what happens when you have a big wreck early on. It takes out the leaders, and you end up with a surprise winner that moves on to Las Vegas. Anything can happen next week at Phoenix, too. We've seen that before as well. Well, here's a look at the schedule once again for the next 4 broadcasts here on Fast 29. We got Darlington coming up on Thursday night. Do not miss that one. You've seen what can happen at Darlington here on Fast 29, so make sure you tune in for that one. Next Tuesday night is that Phoenix race for the Truck Series that locks everybody into Las Vegas. Then we'll have Vegas the following week, and then we'll be back in action with the Cup Series on the 20th of August from Kansas Speedway. So looking forward to all that coming up. Wow. Well, awesome racing here tonight at Kentucky. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us in the chat tonight as well. Definitely appreciate all of our sponsors. We've been showing the sponsors up on the top of the screen. We haven't really shouted out to them too much. Definitely want to give a shout out to Dale's podcast, the 16mm Film Crew podcast. Definitely check that out. They do a great job there. But definitely want to thank everybody that's tuned in this season. We've had a great season of growth this year, and we've been having a lot of fun. So hope you guys have enjoyed it. So Malvis here, Fast 29 for Chris Pickett. That's me. Darren Ingram. Hi, Darren. Wow. What is going on tonight?
Wow.
Hang on. Hold on.
We'll talk about this later.
Hang on. Let me take a sip of something here real quick.
A sip of what?
Okay.
Share
right.
wine?
I wish. Root beer float A&W. Okay, so let's try that speech one more time. For Dale Barham and Jamie Zalecki, I'm Chris Pickett. Fast 29 signing off. God bless you guys. I'm taking a nap. See you guys Thursday night. Wow.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.